Evelio Javier as a political advisory, the crony of Marcos, Assemblyman Arturo Pacificador. Whenever he went for political rallies, he had with him phalanx of bodyguards with tanks, armalites, so on and so forth. So we were recruited by Evelio Javier to dramatize the tanks and the arms of his political adversaries. So we were 12 years old. We have a cart which was made to appear like a military tank.
Okay.
And then we have guns made of wood, and we act as the bodyguard of Evelio Javier to sensationalize and dramatize the to serve as to pose a critique to the ways of his political adversary. So it made his political adversary very angry. So whenever he goes, he is riding on a dilapidated weapon carrier. It's an old type of a vehicle, a bigger one, which could carry 30 people but with no roof. But in that vehicle, there is a very strong sound system, and wherever he goes, he plays the song "The Impossible Dream." And when he passed by communities and even schools, the children were jumping from the windows of the schools to follow him. And when he enters the community, everybody gather to see him. They leave their foods to the dogs just to follow him. He would talk for 4 hours, but the people do not want him to stop, because he could agitate, he could make people cry, he could make people laugh. So that is Evelio Javier. So that song became basically a folk song in Antique. So today, Evelio Javier in a very poor hut, in a very poor in the shanties of the poor people. We have the picture of Virgin Mary, Jesus Christ, and of Evelio Javier. That is the way how he is being admired in Antique. An admirer of Mahatma Gandhi. So he was on his radio program. He was preaching the principle of active non-violence. So the principle of active non-violence is that if blood is to be poured, it should come from our own body, not to the body of the enemies. Because according to Gandhi, we are a victor in the eyes of the people and in the eyes of God. So he gave people's hope. He taught people how to dream. He does not hold rallies in the parks, in the plazas. He hold rallies on top of the mountains, and the people are multitudes are following him there. And you could find people gathering along the seashores from north to south. It has a distance of 25 to 30 kilometers. My father, barefoot, would walk to attend that rally. And so, that last rally after Javier's assassination, my father was in front of the rally. A photo of him was taken, a full shot of his face, of my father's face, basically a burned face because he was a farmer, and it is a face scarred by poverty. That face became the cover story of that Mr. Miss, a national magazine. So that's why I had been telling you that he was made as a fleshly representation of poverty stalking the province of Antique at that time. So as the symbol, my father was made as the symbol of poverty. That picture can still be found at the Museum of Evelio Javier in Antique. So that's the legacy of my father, who was unschooled. He cannot write. He does not know how to write. He cannot write. He cannot read. But he had that legacy to represent the province, to tell the people that poverty is talking in this province during martial law.
Yeah.
Actually, this song is the theme song of Evelio Javier of Antique. To dream the impossible dream, to fight the unbearable foe, to bear the unbearable sorrow, to run where the brave dare not go. This is my quest, to follow that star, no matter how hopeless, no matter how far. To fight for the right without question or pause, to be willing to die, to be willing to march into hell for a heavenly cause. For I know it would only be true to this glorious quest, and my life would be peaceful and calm if I'm laid to my rest. And the world should be better for this, that one man scorned and covered with scars, to try in his last ounce of courage to reach the unreachable star. So that's the song. That's the song.
Wow.
Impossible.